I love movies. Do you know what else I love? Root beer. Join me as we watch some movies, review some movies, while drinking a cold, tasty root beer. This is Movies and Root Beer. What's up? Got another episode. Today we're doing 1987's Adventures in Babysitting.
That's when this came out?
Yeah. Crazy, right?
3 normal kids, 1 dependable babysitter. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Any problems? No, not really.
Adventures in Babysitting, rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday at a theater near you. Check your local newspaper.
First, let's get into these root beers. Here you go. I'll let you try to open this while I show this off.
Orchard black cherry.
We got Black Bear. Whoa, almost fell. Is it Orchard or Orchid?
Wait, how do you...
No, this is Orchard. Orchard Black Cherry. It's a very sunny day out today, so apologies for the, sunlight and stuff. It's a lot of reflections.
Here,
Oh, glasses.
figured it out.
Oh, you did, finally. Oops.
I also work at a bar and grill, so...
Probably drinking all the product. Clink. You drank it already?
Yeah, I did. I like this one too.
Very, very cherry-like. Black cherry, if you will. I highly recommend this one to anyone looking into black bear beverages. This is actually a very good soda brand, I think.
Is it? I don't know.
Well, we also had that lime one.
I didn't like that one, I don't think.
You didn't like that one. I did. She did not.
Yum, yum, yum.
Alright. Movie description. The movie follows 17-year-old Chris Parker, whose plans for an anniversary date are ruined when her boyfriend cancels. Reluctantly, she takes a babysitting gig with the Anderson kids, 8-year-old Sara and her 15-year-old brother Brad. Brad. Parker. Spider-Man. Could they be related?
Chris Parker?
Mm-hmm. To Peter Parker.
They could.
Okay, it was released July 3rd, 1987.
Oh.
So,
39.
Almost 39.
Almost 39.
Because it's currently June.
Wow.
It was directed by Chris Columbus, who most famously directed Home Alone. Right? Where's some other ones? Chris Columbus movies.
You know you can put the drink down, right? Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire, first 2 Harry Potter films.
Right.
Then Home Alone 1 and 2.
Do you know what's funny? Is the Harry Potter theme, the first one, I should say, and Home Alone theme song sound very similar. Have you ever listened to the two of them?
The Home Alone and what?
Harry Potter. At certain parts, obviously, not the most famous part.
Yeah. Do you know he also wrote, like, Gremlins and the Goonies?
I did not.
He
It
did.
sounds like him. They all have the same vibe.
Before he, like, directed. He wrote.
He was a writer before a director. Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
So this movie had a budget of $7 million, and it made over $34 million at the box office. So
Wow.
I would say it's a success. I feel like if you make more than your budget, you have a success.
Like 5 times your budget.
Yeah.
Dang.
Math. Nux.
Nux.
All right. Now let's get to the cast. We have Elizabeth Shue. I would say is best known for Karate Kid, and in today's society, she's known for The Boys. You know The Boys?
She's in that?
Yeah, the first season though.
Didn't
and
know that.
she makes a cameo in the 5th one. It's because she dies. Spoiler: she dies in the first season. All right, you also have Keith Coogan, who plays Brad, who we know best from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Correct.
And then you also got Anthony Rapp, who plays Brad's best friend Daryl, who we know from Dazed and Confused. He's also in Rent.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the film guy.
Like just the guy that likes films?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's a filmmaker, I should say.
An aspiring filmmaker.
Yes.
Oh.
And then I want to say Maya. M-A-I-A.
M-A-I-A. Oh,
Is
yeah.
that Maya?
Maya, yeah.
Maya Breton. I'm going to say Burton, because I don't really know how to pronounce it. Sorry. Who is in Back to the Future. She's Lorraine's younger sister at the table next to the kid in the raccoon hat.
Who? Sarah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never realized.
Okay. Roger Ebert gave this movie a 2.5 out of 4 stars. Crazy. He praises Elizabeth Shue's performance and the iconic Blues Club scene, but he felt the movie had unrealized possibilities and lacked invention in several sequences. I don't want to go too far into that, but that's just what he said. Alright, movies that it released with, aka movies released in July of 1987. You got RoboCop, The Lost Boys,
Ooh.
Superman 4, and La Bamba.
Superman 4?
Yeah, I think the Christopher Reeve one. I think. La Bamba? You ever seen that?
No, but I know what it is.
Sweet movie, you should watch it. Alright, let's get into the plot. So it opens up with Chris dancing to the song. What's the song called?
Then he kissed me.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah.
And she's getting ready for her date with Mike.
Yes.
And then
I was about to say Mike Hannigan, but no, that's Friends. That's Friends.
Mike Hannigan.
That's
Oh,
Friends.
Paul Rudd.
Yes, that's Friends.
So, after she's done, like, you know, opening with the mood of the movie, she opens the front door because her boyfriend is there, Mike, and says, I'm gonna have to cancel. I can't. My sister, she's sick. And she's like, oh, I believe you. Okay. We'll do it next week.
I want to stay home and be depressed.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Okay. Personally, I work at a Dairy Queen, and Brenda throws Dairy Queen shade in this movie, and I will not stand for it. What was the line? Like, you only get one flavor or something?
You only get one flavor.
No, you do not. You get several. You have several items now.
Maybe back then.
Maybe back then you can only get like a vanilla cone, and that's it. I'm not sure. I don't know the history of Dairy Queen, but I just thought it was funny to point out. I don't actually take offense to it. Okay.
When we were watching it, I
had a reaction.
Yeah. I heard you like.
What gives?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris is really depressed about this, as you said, but she takes on a babysitting job because she's like, her mom gets a call from the Andersons, which are Sara and Brad. Sarah's 8, Brad's 15. Also, Chris is 17? 17, yes. And I think Mike is 17 or 18, based on their dynamic.
Yeah.
And that's where we meet Brad, who like has a crush on Chris. And then Sara is the one that Chris was hired to watch. Because originally Brad is supposed to go over to his friend Daryl's for like a sleepover. Right?
Yeah.
I got it right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where I also see Sara has an obsession with Thor from Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
And then once Chris enters, there's awkward moments between her and Brad. And then the parents are like, okay, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. Like giving her the ground rules of the night. And then once the parents leave, that's when Daryl goes to the back door, I think, right?
Yeah.
He like sneaks into the yard and tries to get Brad to come over. So then, once Brad shoots... What?
I have in here Thor's a homo.
because
a
of
bird.
yeah. Oh, that's something I want to ask, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a part where Brad is getting ready to look good for Chris, even though she's not there for him.
Yeah.
And he asks
Is
Sarah.
Clearasil?
Clearasil?
Clearasil.
Clearasil. What is that?
It's like...
Like it gets to cover up zits, but like...
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like a paste you just rub on yourself?
Yeah.
Oh. Do they still make that?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's like... I think it was... Well, because Sarah used it. I think it's like skin color.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know if it's like that anymore, but that's what, yeah.
She said she ran out of brown. I was like, brown? What does Brad need it for if it's brown? Unless it just lightens as you spread it.
It could be too.
Yeah. Because I saw the empty tube when he was done with it, and I was like, what is that? Because it looks like toothpaste. Too.
Mm. Yeah.
So, go back to where we were. Sorry. And then, not Brenda. Chris gets a call from Brenda saying she ran away from home and is in the city at a bus station. But she ran out of money, so she can't go anywhere. So she's stuck there. And then Chris is like, can't you do this? And Brenda's like, no. And Chris is like, can you do this? And Brenda says, no. And then Brenda says, can you pick me up? And Chris is like, sure. So then Chris has to take Brad and Sarah to the city. And before they sneak off, Daryl catches them. And it's like, oh, you gotta take me with you. Or else I'm gonna snitch.
Get in the car and run over.
Yeah, that's what Sarah suggests.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, something's wrong with my screen. Okay. So then they get in the car, and then they're on the way to Chicago, because that's where this takes place. In Chicago. And, it'll get brought up again, but they live in Oak Park, which is not that far from us.
No. Like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
So we could go to the house. Do you think we could find the house?
Probably. Let's see. Producing, babysitting, filming locations.
Or just Anderson house?
Oh. It's actually in Canada.
The house?
Yeah.
What?
It says although it was set in Oak Park, the family home was not filmed in Illinois.
Never mind. I guess we won't find the house.
Yeah. Bam.
Dang, that sucks.
Okay.
Alright, well, as the group is driving down the highway, or expressway specifically,
Yeah.
Chris, her mom's car, which is what she's driving, gets a flat. And they end up having to pull over, and they're like, where's the spare? And Daryl says, maybe it's on the car. Meaning it's already been used and they don't have a spare anymore.
You think?
Yeah. And then the man named John Pruitt, with a tow truck, pulls up and does this kind favor of just driving them into the city to Dawson's garage is where he plans on taking them. But then he gets a radio.
Yeah.
He over his radio.
It's not a phone, it's
He gets a signal from his buddy. It's like, "Hey, your wife's cheating on you again." He goes, "Oh my god!" and drives them all to his house. So they're already on another detour. And then John Pruitt gets a gun out of the
It's a gun. Oh god. The
glove compartment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I should also mention he has a hook for a hand.
Yeah.
No important subject there, but he just has a hook for a hand. Anyway, he takes the gun, he goes into his house, he starts shooting at the guy his wife is cheating on him with. Yeah, I said that correctly. Luckily, he doesn't shoot anybody, but he puts a hole in Chris's car in the windshield.
Mm-hmm.
So already she's got to pay for more of the car, windshield and the tire. And then they decide to run away into the car of the man who's cheating with the wife in the Cadillac, right?
That's what they say. They call it. It's a Cadillac, right? And before they can get away, they realize it's in the midst of being stolen by Joe Gipp, right? That's the name, Joe Gipp.
Joe Gipp.
So then Joe Gipp drives them away. And now they're like, oh man, we're in another pickle with this guy. And so Joe Gipp drives them to his organization's headquarters, right?
Yeah.
There's no like official names for a lot of this stuff. But then they're all like, look man, we gotta get home. And Joe Gipp is like, relax, I got this. And you know what happens? The kids get put in a room being like imprisoned.
Held in hostage.
Yeah, they're held hostage
Yeah.
practically. So then after they're like, you know, we're getting out of here. We can do this. And they climb the rafters to like a window or a door in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they escape. But on their way out, Daryl grabbed a Playboy, which has notes in it that the film's bad guy. Do you remember his name?
No.
He's like this car thief ringleader.
He looks like Green Goblin.
Willem Dafoe? Or like
No,
the Mask.
He looks
Green Goblin.
like Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, he does.
Does
Like
it?
if you paint in his face
And the
green,
way that he like talks.
Yeah.
It's
like a comic book character come to life.
yeah.
So he
That's
writes.
what I have.
That's what you wrote.
Bro looks like
Bro
Green
looks like
Goblin.
Green Goblin. He writes these notes in this Playboy for like an order of cars to. I just remember it wasn't Cleveland.
Philly.
Thank you. From Chicago to Philly. He's got these notes in this Playboy. So that's important to him. And Daryl steals them. Because of course he.
It's 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're 15-year-old boys.
So then when they escape, Chris and the kids, they took something that he needs. Not something that he really wants, but something he needs.
Otherwise, they could get caught.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's like evidence that the cops could use against them. So note, if you ever want to turn evil, don't write your notes in Playboys. Really stupid. So when they escape, they run to the Blues Club. Probably
Yes.
the best scene in the movie. And I don't think they say the name of any of the performers on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
The singer is an actual artist, so I think I might just refer to him by his name. What was his name? Albert Collins. Yeah. Because in Google, if you Google cast, he doesn't have a character name under his name, so I just assume he's playing himself, maybe. Anyway, Albert Collins says that they cannot leave until they sing the blues. So then Chris is like, what? And they have to improv a song on the spot. And obviously Albert helps them with it and like sings with them, and the whole band joins them, and they all get the club going again. Because when they stumbled upon them, they like interrupted the song. Rude. And then they come up with, you know, the Babysitting Blues, iconic, probably the most iconic part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bad guys catch up to them, and then once they're about to get the kids, Albert steps in and is like, oh, your turn, now you gotta sing. And I really wish we did hear what they sang.
Yeah.
Like in a deleted scene or something.
Because they got out.
It would have been funny if they got like booed off the stage or something, and they're like, get out of here! That's how they get out. And then after that, they flee to a CTA line. I'm not sure which one, I didn't see. Couldn't check. And that's where they run into rival like gangs on the same train somehow. There's like hundreds of trains in Chicago, and they end up on the same one. These two rival gangs, which is weird, but pretty funny. And then they are insulting Chris, and that causes Brad to stand up for her, and it's like, hey,
I was kidding.
I don't like how you're talking to her. And then he gets a knife to the foot.
You city scum sucker or something
Yeah.
like that.
Scum sucker. It says something like very, very PG.
Yeah.
So then the gang.
But like that was funny when Daryl said, "Are you gonna let?
Yeah,
Are you
like,
gonna
in
let
that
them
sarcastic
take
way.
Yeah.
Brad's like, "You're right." And gets up.
And Daryl's like, "I was kidding."
Yeah. I did actually mean go up the. Oh. So then one of the gang leaders throws a knife down into Brad's foot, and Chris pulls it out of him and threatens everybody with it. Remember?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's how they escape to another car, to which they get off the line. And then they escort, well, more like carry Brad to a hospital.
Yeah.
And Brad gets one stitch. That's all he gets. One stitch in his toe. And in the same hospital, they run into JP again, or not JP, John Pruitt, which is JP, but whatever, and the guy, the cheater again. They run into those two again. And then John Pruitt escapes with them and is like, "Hey, I got your windshield fixed for free, but you still got to pay for that tire. It's $50 though." And they're like, $50? And then me and Laura are like, $50? That's it?
Yeah. God, I wish.
Yeah. And they're acting like it's expensive, which I'm sure
Yeah.
is
Oh yeah.
expensive
I'm
for
sure
the
it
80s.
was. Yeah.
So then they have to find a way to get $50 before they get to Dawson's and get home in time. So as they're lottie-dying on their way to Dawson's garage, they stumble upon a frat party. What college do you think it was? Did you say what college it was?
Yeah. They said University of Chicago.
Which one is that? U.S.
No, there's a U Chicago.
Oh, that's it? Just U Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an acronym or something. Or there was an acronym for it. Maybe. So then, once they get into this party, they run into a guy named Dan.
Oh, they go there because Sara had to pee. Remember?
Oh, that's why they think of it?
Yeah.
Oh, my B.
Because she had to go. Remember?
I thought it was because Daryl ran away from them. They're like, "Oh, great, now we gotta get Daryl."
No.
But that makes sense. Then.
Yeah.
So they went because of Sara. She has to pee.
Yeah. They were just like walking. And
Yeah.
She said she had to go, and then that's when they stumbled upon the frat party.
How close to a frat party was that, by the way?
Ooh, no.
She's in a
Like,
sorority.
like
so she went
today? No,
Mhm.
nothing.
What was the most realistic part? Was it the shots part?
The bathroom line.
The shots where they're all screaming at each other?
Oh. No.
No?
Not really,
Oh.
no. I don't know, it's just people outside. It's
Mhm.
pretty realistic. Yeah.
Got it. So then they meet this guy named Dane, who goes to the University of Chicago. And he's flirting with Chris. Chris flirts back, who has a boyfriend. Which we'll learn later, Mike is also pretty crappy, but I'll have to point out. But Dan is like...
Okay, but wait. She said they were celebrating an anniversary, right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't know that Mike is cheating on her.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Spoiler, Mike is cheating on her.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
It's crazy, because like, to our perspective, we're like, yeah, she should obviously go with this guy, because Mike is obviously not great for her.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Well,
know
because
that.
then they also, like... She learns that he isn't a good person either from, like, Brad and Daryl.
Mhm. Well, she has...
So she's learning more
She's
and more.
told this, but she doesn't want to believe it, so she's kind of like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
And then Dan is like, "Oh, you need $50? I got you. Let's find you $50. And where does he get the money from?
He had 20, and then he went to go find money. I don't know where.
Yeah,
He got $25 somehow.
he unexplainably finds $25.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And it's just like, here's 45. But we need 50. Here's 45. So then Dan is like, "Oh, I could drive you to Dawson's garage as well, and they're like, "Oh, great, cool, yeah, we'll take that." So then they get to Dawson's, and then Dan is like, "All right, see you later," and then Dan's gone. And then they get into Dawson's garage, where they run into Dawson.
Aura, by the way.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sara believes he's Thor because of the long blonde hair, the muscular build, and he also has a sledgehammer with him.
Yeah,
Like
pretty cool.
A small one too, which is supposed to resemble Thor's hammer Mjolnir, but that was just to push the image. And Sarah's like, "Thor!" And then he's like, "No, I'm not Thor." She's like, "Thor!" And he's like, "What's wrong with this kid? I'm not Thor." And she's pushing and pushing. And then Chris is like, "Oh, by the way, yeah, get out of the way, Sara. Here's $45. He's like, "I need 50. And she's like, "Here's $45. And Dawson's like, "You still owe me $5. And Sarah's like, "Thor!" But then there's like a nice moment between Sara and Dawson, because Sarah's like, "You're supposed to help people," and he's like, "I'm not Thor." And then she's like, "I know you're Thor. You need to wear your helmet." And she offers him her helmet that she's been wearing the whole movie, which is like this fake plastic one. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Here, have my helmet. You need it." And he's like, "Really? Do you want me to wear the helmet?" And she goes, "Yeah." And he's like, "No, I already got one. You take this though. In your car."
And then she says, "You're my hero," and I was just like, oh.
That's obviously what triggered it. He's like, "You know what? Respect. Take your car. Get out of here." So they take the car and they leave. And then they they drive past the restaurant where Chris is supposed to be for her anniversary.
Yes.
Do we find out how long, what kind of anniversary this was?
I have no idea. Didn't she say like it's been a year or something?
A year?
Yeah.
A year long.
I don't know.
anniversary?
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know if it's said. If it is, it's very quick and it's not like said a bunch of times. Point is, it is anniversary though. And then Daryl or Brad, I think it was Daryl, who spots it out and is like, "Hey, isn't that his car over there?" And Chris is like, "What?" And then they see Mike's car, which says so cool on the license plate, his Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh." And Chris is like, "We're going in. Let's go." And they park, they go in the restaurant, they find Mike, and Mike is like, "Oh, man, I've been caught. What do I do?"
Also, he's cheating on a girl named Sesame.
Yeah, what kind of name is Sesame?
That's what I have. I said, what kind of name is Sesame?
That's one of my questions. Like, who names their kid Sesame?
Sesame?
This is what triggered all of these weird kid names now. This is the first weird kid name. Sesame. Excuse me.
Thanks.
Oh, they catch Mike at dinner cheating. No more trike, because that's Chris and Mike.
No more crike?
Crike. That's better, crikey.
I like when Brad says, "I'd love to hit you. I'd love to pound on your face."
I'd love to pound on your face. He's got to work on his threatenings.
Insults, yeah.
And Daryl's like, "I'll do you one better, Brad." And then kicks Mike into another table, food on it. And they're like, "Run!" And they all run away. And Sara wasn't at the dinner with them. She grabbed like an eclair or something.
Yeah.
I'm calling it an eclair because it looks like one. And then she exits out the restaurant and goes to the toy store across the street. Because, she's 8. Ooh, toys! So obviously she's going to go to that.
Yeah.
But then the ringleader, car thief ringleader, is like...
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, let's call him Green Goblin. Green Goblin finds her and is like, "Hey, come here." And Sara, who's smart by the way, runs away. She doesn't go, "Oh, I will." No, she runs. Mm-hmm. And she sees her parents, the building where her parents' party is at, which is that building with like a slant edge at the roof? What is that building called?
I'll look it up.
Okay, yeah.
You keep.
And then the Andersons and Chris, well, not Anderson, Brad, Daryl, and Chris are like, hey, where did Sarah go? And then they're like, oh, knowing Sarah, she'd definitely be at the toy store. And then they go to the toy store, she's not there, and they round the corner, they see the building, and they're like, Sarah definitely would have gone there. And they're right, so they chase her.
Mm. It's called currently Crane Communications Building.
What was it called in the 80s? Unless it was
It's only had 4 names. Associate Center, which was when it opened.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Container Building, Smurfit Stone Building. And they now Crane.
Anything with Anderson on it?
No. But it says locals usually call it Diamond Building or the Kite Building.
Because the top resembles a building.
Yeah.
Diamond or a kite.
Yeah. Oh, it was built in 1984.
Oh, so
it was
freshly
pretty new. Yeah.
It's probably the Associate.
Yeah, the Associate Center.
So then, after Sarah enters the building with 2 bad guys chasing them, one was named Grayson and one is Green Goblin. And Sarah gets to one of the top floors, which heavily resembles Die Hard, which is weird because Die Hard comes out the year after Adventures in Babysitting, so maybe they stole it. They didn't, but I think it's pretty funny to point out. And Sarah decides to go out the window for some reason.
Well, where else was she gonna go?
I would rather get caught than go out a window. But to be fair, she did think that they were going to kill her, whereas we knew they were only trying to get the Playboy.
That's fair. Actually, yeah.
So, if anything, like if Grayson, who's the guy chasing her, had pulled out a gun or a knife or something, then yeah, I'll go out a window. But if he's just gonna like, where are you? I'm gonna just stay hidden until I get found. What about you? What's convincing you to go out a window?
I don't know. Like if somebody was chasing me, if there was nowhere else to go.
I'm saying if you're in like Sarah's exact situation, you're Sarah at this point.
Yeah.
What would convince you to go out the window? Like I said, gun or a knife.
I don't know. I think I just let
it happen.
Yeah.
Like, find me.
Yeah.
The Chris, Brad, and Daryl catch up, and there's this whole bit on the party floor where Chris is avoiding the parents because she stumbles upon the party, because that's where they think Sarah is. She's not. And then she runs into Green Goblin, and that whole thing goes on. And eventually they get to the right floor. And they're like, Sarah, what are you doing out the window? And they throw a rope to her, and they pull her up. And she's
they see her out the window when they're at the party.
That's how they know where she is they see her out the window of the parents' party.
Which, I don't get how nobody at that party would see that.
Because it's like, it's a window. No one's looking at the window. No one's looking at the skyline.
The city, yeah.
Yeah, it's a party. Unless they're all like snobby. They're like, oh, I've seen it a bunch of times. And, oh my god, where was I? They pull her out the window. And that's where Joe Gibb catches up. It's like, hey guys, it's me. Remember, I'm one of the good guys. It's like an anti-hero in this case, I would say. Because he's still a car thief.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we're not trying to kill you, we just want the Playboy. And they're like, oh, we thought you were trying to kill us. And he goes, no, we're car thieves. We're not murderers. Give me the Playboy. And they give him the Playboy. And then Joe Gibb drives them, or more like takes them back to their car so they can go home. But before he does, they have one more run-in with the Green Goblin. And Joe's like, nah, I'll take him. And then punches his lights out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they drive home and they're all safe. Obviously they have to get home in time because now it's the classic chasing with the parents, like Ferris Bueller.
They went to go get Brenda.
Hmm?
They got Brenda too.
Oh yeah, they picked up Brenda. Forgot there was that was the whole reason they were even in the city. Because Brenda.
Yeah.
So they get Brenda and they drive home. And then they have to beat the parents. And they do. And the parents come home and they're like, "You guys were here the whole time?" And she's like, "Yes, we were. No one left the house. We were here." And the parents are like, "Okay, cool." And then that's pretty much the end. And then at the end, they all like connect a bit and they're like, "I had real fun babysitting you guys." And they're like, "We did. We had a good time too." Even though they almost died a bunch of
It was
times.
like the best night of our lives.
Yeah. And Chris like retires from babysitting.
Yeah.
And then before she leaves, Danny comes back. Dan, not Danny, Dan. Dan comes back.
Mhm.
It's like, "Hey, are these Sarah's skates? There's an address on them, so I thought I'd return them." And she's like, "Yeah, they are. How thoughtful. Hey, I'm not with my boyfriend anymore. Like, this is really convenient for me. Should we, you know?" And kids are like, "Just kiss!" And so that's how it ends. You know, they obviously kiss. Did Sarah get her skates back, do you think?
I think so. Which I have a feeling she left it in there on purpose.
Really? That's a good
Yeah.
theory. Because it has the address on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that theory. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she said like she was freaking out, like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, I left my skates."
Oh my god, where are my skates at? They're not here.
Yeah, who knows?
I must have left them in Dan's car. I mean, anywhere. I left them somewhere.
We gotta go back.
Yeah, let's go back to Dan. Alright,
Yeah.
that's the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then Disney did a remake. 30 years later. Almost 30 years.
Yeah.
So I think it was 2016.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Favorite part?
I like the babysitting blues
Yeah.
part,
That's what.
but I also like the Thor part.
Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I think about it, Thor
I
is
think,
pretty good.
yeah, like it's a good part.
Thor. Thor. Did you have a least favorite part?
No.
I didn't. I didn't have one either. I couldn't find one that was like, ugh. Unless it's like anything with Mike, but I feel like you're supposed to feel like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Exactly.
I put 4 quotes under my favorite quote, just because they're all notable.
I just have like a bunch of quotes.
Thor's a homo.
Yeah.
Nobody leaves this place without singing the blues.
Yep.
Don't frick with the babysitter. During Brenda's first phone call, she's looking around at all the crazy people, and then she sees a guy, he flashes a gun, and she goes, "There's a man with a gun!"
I wrote that one too. No joke. That one was really funny.
Are those all your quotes?
No. No. I also like the chick is losing it
Yeah.
with Daryl. Daryl's quote, "You think,"
Mm-hmm.
classic. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, get in the car and run him over. That's a good one too. From Sarah.
Alright, who had the best performance?
Elizabeth Shue.
That's what I put. That's great.
Yeah,
I didn't put any Razzies, though.
I never do.
No?
Yeah,
Alright, cool cars.
Mike's
None of-
Camaro.
Really? I was going to say, none of them
So
were shown
cool.
too much
Yeah.
for me to remember any of them. But I feel like if I have to pick one based off of like what they are, like face value, I would say the Camaro. But I don't remember it. I just remember it's red and it's the license plate. But that's all I remember. But so I'll submit that as my answer.
Yeah,
Fun foods, the eclair.
that's what I put.
Yeah.
Too. Well, I put from the French restaurant dessert.
Because there was a lot of food in this movie.
No.
There was that spilt mac and cheese, but I'm not going to put floor mac
No.
and cheese. It was mac, there was no cheese even. Because there was no cheese was added yet.
Yep, exactly.
Alright, favorite songs?
I like the opening one,
Mhm.
and then the Babysitting Blues.
I put Babysitting Blues, and there was one that was like just in the background to like set up a new scene. It was "Give Me Shelter" by the Rolling Stones. That
Okay.
It's on the internet, so it must be true.
All right. The guy who played Mike used his own car for the movie. So that was like the real license plate and everything.
I know, it's
so cool.
They were like, whoa, this crappy guy meets our crappy guy description. And he has the crappy guy car, let's use him.
This is like a cast one. Should I say it still?
I was going to do it in the what if cast.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll say that. The guy who played Daryl dyed his hair red.
Yeah.
Because he's naturally blonde.
I was wondering which one's his natural hair. Because in Dazed and Confused, it's really, really blonde.
Yeah.
And in this movie, it's really, really red.
But it looks natural.
Yeah. And in red, it's like a blend of both.
Huh.
Yeah. Because it's like slightly red. It's not that blonde.
But it says that the producers didn't want the blonde to remind of Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Because it's like, Chris Columbus is not... What's his name?
John Hughes?
John Hughes. But it's also a Chicago movie, a teen Chicago movie.
Yeah.
Which reminds you of John Hughes.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty interesting. Those were the only two I've written down.
Apparently the Dawson was supposed to be like
Dawson.
an early draft of the script played by an extremely unfeminine woman.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Yeah.
So how would that have played with the Thor then?
Yeah, but then they gave it to a guy, and yeah.
So did they want Sarah to think that this masculine woman was Thor?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
interesting.
Steven Spielberg considered being an executive producer of this film.
You should.
This was Chris Columbus's first directing job.
Oh, interesting.
Which makes sense because all those other movies came out after this.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the what if cast.
Yeah.
So for Chris, Phoebe Cates screen tested for her.
Who?
Phoebe Cates?
Oh.
Gremlins and
Yes.
Fast Times?
Yes.
Michelle Pfeiffer was offered the role, but she turned it down for another movie. I don't know what it was, though, so I didn't bother writing it down.
Oh, it says The Witches of Eastwick.
Do you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Julia Louis-Dreyfus auditioned, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so did Jodie Foster.
Mm-hmm. That
Along
would have
with
been interesting.
Molly Ringwald I have as well, but she turned it down. I think that would have been fun.
There's more.
More people?
Yeah, Brooke Shields,
Whoa.
Kathleen Turner, Melanie Griffith, which is Dakota Johnson's mother, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell. Can't say I know who that is,
No.
at least by name.
I don't know who Tatum O'Neal is or Heather Lincoln. Yeah. But there was another one. Valerie Bertinelli,
Do you know who it is?
Justine Bateman.
I only wrote down people I knew.
Yeah. So a lot of people.
Yeah, for Chris. Here's what I found interesting. Brad and Daryl, though, had swapped during screen testing. Or maybe swapped after. But the point is that they were, like, each considered for both roles. Which I think was pretty interesting. Although
Wait.
they obviously went the right choice.
Wait.
What?
This says initially in development at Paramount, executives thought they could produce another Ferris Bueller's Day Off hit with Molly Ringwald, but she refused. The project languished for a year while they reconsidered the role, offering the role of Bette Midler, briefly considering Cher, and then they like turned it around.
Uh-huh.
Which is kind of crazy.
Share.
Elizabeth Shue's brother is an extra.
Really?
The frat party.
Oh. The friend.
He's at the bar.
Oh, with the guys screaming at each other?
Yeah.
Funny. Do you know?
When a gang member stabs Brad in the foot on the subway, the scene was filmed in reverse.
So like, took the knife and...
Yeah.
Interesting. Surprised I didn't catch that. Because usually you could tell when something's filmed in reverse, especially in the 80s. But maybe I was just like waiting for it, because I was just like, when's he gonna stab him? When's the stabbing coming? And I was like...
Yeah.
But maybe,
That's about
maybe,
it,
if
yeah.
maybe if we like look for it and watch for it, maybe we can tell.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into our WTF questions. I wrote, why is Mike with Chris? But then Brenda kind of answers it for us, and it was like, he's your only boyfriend you've ever had.
Yeah.
So it's kind of obvious why she would hang on to that, even though he's canceling on her.
Yeah.
We already asked who names their kid Sesame. There's a line thrown in where Sarah's like, can we go to Haagen-Dazs? Are those like local places that you can go to? Because I know it's a brand and they sell it in like Walmart, Target, and all of that now. But are there still like local Haagen-Dazs open?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. What the heck is Bridge? The game. The old people game.
Bridge?
Yeah.
I think they mentioned that.
They mentioned it at the same time as Haagen-Dazs. The mom is like, yeah, we played Bridge together. I'm like, what is Bridge? It's a game. I get that. How do you play it? It's a card game. Are there sticks you got to pick up? What do I need to play Bridge? Do I need to go on a bridge? What is Bridge?
Maybe she didn't mean a game.
No, it was the game. She said play Bridge. And I hear that a lot. But I've never seen anyone play Bridge. I've never heard anyone explain it. It's driving me crazy. It's like, what is Bridge? You know? Do you have any?
No.
You have no questions?
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like that's going to be it for today's episode. Adventures of Babysitting, 1987. We obviously highly recommend watching this movie because it's a fun watch of all things. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
No?
Maybe we could sell Daryl.
Maybe we can sell Daryl. How much do you think we'll get for him? Hopefully this summer we can rack out a few more videos than usual, especially since neither of us will be that busy this summer, aside from work, obviously. But we hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Movies Root Beer. And we hope you have a good summer. Bye.
Bye-bye.